Look a little bit like a gibbon.
Gibbonish.
Yep. Gibbon-esque, I think you'll find that's sort of perfectly describes me. My arms aren't long enough to be full gibbon though. Not compared to my body size anyway, you know what I mean? My legs are far too long for gibbon behaviour as well.
And not powerful enough either, Mark.
Yeah, and jointed incorrectly for the gibbon lifestyle.
Yeah.
Brachiation is what you need. You remember you remember braces of brachiation, don't you, Dave? As an old school D&D magic item.
I do not.
Let you get you in a gibbon on.
Really?
You could swing through the trees. They allowed you to swing through the trees.
Nice.
Yeah.
Got visions of Wayne's World going swing.
Swing through the tree.
Wayne's World, party time, excellent.
Yeah, I used to like that film, and then I watched it again not that long ago, and I fucking hated it. I was gutted. I used to really like it, and I was dead looking forward to it, and I didn't like it at all. Devoed. Yeah. It's like when I remember Rocky Horror Show being quite entertaining when I was a kid. I watched that again. It's just like, this is awful. This is truly awful. I can't even sit through to the end. Yeah.
That has proper cult following, doesn't it, Rocky Horror?
Yeah. Yeah. The songs are, to say it's a camp musical, the songs are pretty good, to be fair. It's just a bit weird for my liking.
Well, I didn't see that coming.
What?
A bit weird for Mark's liking.
Well,
yeah.
No, the fact that he likes it in the first place.
No, it's
Anything
only
remotely commercial.
I've only watched it because a girl I used to fancy liked it.
Look, Mark, I told you not to tell anybody about that. I get embarrassed.
Right, it's one of the only regrets in my life is this girl, the same girl as I was, blatantly propositioned me, and I thought she was kidding and just laughed. So she shagged my mate Scott instead. And I was devastated.
Oh no, not Scott.
Yeah.
I hope you had strong words with him afterwards.
Well, no, it was, he'd just not blatantly, he'd gone, yeah, okay, why not? Rather than me going, good one, yeah. And then just carrying on as normal. Turns out she's a proper goer, as it turns out. I never found out.
I don't think we needed that on the end, Mark. I think the clues were already there.
I never got to find out.
Oh no.
Yeah. God damn it. I was going to say, I'd feel guilty that she was only 15, and had I not been only 14 at the time, she was the older woman. That I never got any with anyway, so it doesn't matter.
We're doing this smokehouse again then?
Yeah, I'm up for it. It was really tasty last time.
Sharing platters all around.
Yeah, just do everything the same.
Can we have £500 worth of meat?
Bring it.
Well, I think we did pretty well, to be fair.
Oh, mate, we smashed it. I don't think there was a morsel left on the table, was there?
Yeah, I left tiny bits, and I was ashamed of myself. I'd not even eaten all day specifically, and I normally I'm really good at being a fat bastard. I rule at it as a generally.
we did our part, Sam, didn't we?
We did, Dave. We committed at our end of the table.
Yeah.
We polished ours off, didn't we, Jake?
Aye.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, Dave, next time you come down, I know you're not a massive kebab fan, but this place that I've discovered, they do a house special kebab, and it's just a big cardboard tray full of meat. So you've got your chicken, your sheesh, kofti, and doner. all just in there. And then you get a big naan bread and some salad for you to just pile it in, and there's no way you can fit it into 2 naan breads. It's impossible. You've just got this massive box and it's just of meat. It's great.
So what you're saying is we need to come up to you to have this giant kebab.
I would say it's physically impossible to eat it to yourself unless you're some sort of professional.
Sounds like a challenge to me.
Sounds like dinner.
Yeah, it makes. I make 2 meals out of it when I can stuff myself stupid and still have enough left over for similar thing next day. Oh,
Breakfast.
Yeah, off right. Oh, breakfast. I wasn't hungry. Yeah, talking about nice food.
Have you had any tea yet?
Me?
Yeah.
Not officially. I did have a massive lunch though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Got to make. Matt's been not been in for the last 2 days. I wondered if his mum's died. It's like, I hope not, because he's been hanging by a thread. I tell you, hanging by a thread. I hope he's all right.
Working at SWAT on Sunday on a midnight shift.
Ooh. Who are you working with?
Steve Giles.
Oh, yeah. In fact, he was on his own on Monday, I think.
I felt quite lucky with it, to be honest. Yes, I will do that. And then comes the question of, do I finish at 10 instead of 12?
Is it Lars we're waiting for?
No, we're all here, mate.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we're ready. I'm ready to go.
Okay, shall I go and top my drink up so you can think up silly things I might say?
Yeah, we can launch in with an early mark game if you want. Right, so who's having what for the mark game?
Offerlight.
Who?
Offerlight.
What's one of them?
Mark will know. It's a geology thing.
Okay.
It's a section of the Earth's crust that underlies the mantle. Proper geology.
Thank you, thank you, Google.
I'm gonna go with giraffe.
Okay.
I'm gonna go boring today. Giraffe.
No, you're Jake. Here we go.
I've downloaded Kingdom Come 2, and I cannot wait to sit down and play it at the weekend.
I can't bring myself to do it because I know I'll just be hungry while I'm playing it.
Subjugate.
Well, you better eat loads. Just turn into a piggy.
Yeah, but
I'm
Jake
actually
is
quite hungry.
Thinking about picking up the
feeling rather
first
hungry.
one.
You what? Huh?
Not played it.
Banging game.
The first one's good. The graphics look incredible on the second one. It looks like the first one on steroids.
Yeah.
The first one's really good. It's got a good story.
Go with Ankylosaurus.
Was it the trailer for them in Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
All I have to say is Scarlett Johansson makes a good leading lady.
With the xenomorph dinosaur.
I think we knew that anyway.
Is it going to be the human? What's the name? Because they were talking about when they relaunched Jurassic World, it was going to be a human dinosaur hybrid.
Yeah, it's like a human dinosaur hybrid. The bracelet is a cross between like a xenomorph and a T-Rex.
Oh.
What are you painting, Jake?
I'm not painting anything, to be fair. I'm just dusting it because it's absolutely like riddled.
Done.
Oh, he's dusting his dragon.
I am.
You paint that originally?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not finished. It's still got quite a bit that needs doing on it, but I've not actually been properly in my office in about 2 months. So, because all the wedding stuff just got kind of lugged in here, but we had a big sort out on Monday. So I've got rid of loads of stuff from my office. So I have an office back, which is quite nice.
Yeah,
It means I can do some more painting.
I thought you were in a different environment, and you're not. You've been pacing around for a while you've been playing.
I have been standing up a bit, which I quite like actually, because I kind of like having, because sometimes at work I'm sat at an office desk.
Yeah.
Looking at a computer for 12 hours. Sometimes standing up is a welcome break.
Sorry, I had to perplex my porpoise just briefly. He's very perplexed. Right.
Well, if you're perplexing something, if Mark's attempted to perplex him, he's probably dived onto dry land and suffocated himself.
Yeah, it may well have done.
Let's crack on then, chaps. Do we have a cut off for tonight? Out of interest.
Probably late for 10:30.
Yeah.
10:30. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Doing with that.
Right. Let me do. Oh, sorry, Jake. Go on.
I was going to make Mark was the porpoise's saviour. He jumped onto dry land and Mark talked him back into the sea.
Yeah, they do prefer it when they're in water. It's like a dolphin-esque creature. Yeah. Steady on. I say.
So let me do the official bit. I don't know why I bother. I really don't. Yeah, Dyson Angus, Dave, Jake, Sam, Lewis, Andy, Mark. That's just about my enthusiasm.
We know you won't want to.
Yeah, they'll watch his Mark.
Yeah, I've got a little cat though. It's allowed itself to be captured foolishly.
What?
Small cat.
Foolish.
What's that?
Not so little. So we're on session. I did look. Every time session 53, Castle Ravenloft. You know where you are, chaps. Let's not beat.
We're in Castle Ravenloft.
Thanks, Mark.
Let
me force this view for you. So this room is 30 feet square, rising to a 20-foot tall flat ceiling. A stone brazier burns fiercely at the centre of the room, but its tall white flames produce no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball and made of a coloured crystal. No two stones are the same colour. Overhead, a wood-framed hourglass as tall and wide as a dwarf hangs 10 feet above the brazier, suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. All the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down into the bottom. Written in glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. 2 9-foot-tall iron statues of knights on horseback, poised to charge with swords drawn, stand in deep alcoves facing each other. The brazier sits between them. Sorry, Mark.
So we've got a brazier suspended by thick strands of reproductive mucus.
Sure.
That'd be horrible, man. I don't want to ever see that. I'm going to make comment that cavalry charging with swords and not lances is a bit silly. I'll just tell them both that before they come to life and charge us with swords.
They do not respond.
I bet you they try and charge us with them swords. I bet you they do at some stage in the not-too-distant future.
Because we decided this was is teleportation sort of thing, haven't we?
Yeah, because each of them appeared to have some kind of like different, like each of the stones had almost like a different description with it.
Wasn't the one to the site where the girl jumps and one to his something else?
So
was
it
that
said,
was that right?
cast a fire into the stone. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red is for lore, if that's what you seek. Green is to where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to the ancient magic's tomb, and then yellow to the master's tomb. Ancient magic's womb, and then yellow to the master's tomb.
So what do we do? Where are we going? Which one?
Well, theoretically, we've been to most of them, haven't we?
Yeah, well, it looks. I think we've been to the mountain spire, haven't we? Because that's where we reckon the werewolves were, don't we?
Yeah.
And then we thought blue to the ancient magic's womb was possibly
The
Amber Temple.
yeah. Where the coffins hide might be. I think it's somewhere we've been before, though, isn't it?
Maybe.
It's
No, Yester Hill's the ancient magic one, isn't it?
Don't know.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. Potentially.
This is where Strahd teleported from, isn't it? Obviously, if you're not sure you've already figured that out. I haven't just caught on.
But at least it gives him some, doesn't it? If it doesn't get him everywhere, it gets him quite a lot of the
Yeah, because we fought him in the didn't we fight him in the werewolf cave?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's
What,
explain his abilities should just appear.
oh, I've been thrown away again. Has anybody else been disconnected?
They
Did we
might.
say we were going to ignore this room though and not touch any of the stones and like do a bit more exploring? That staircase, isn't it, where Valkyn was?
Yeah, that staircase goes up to the north, and then it's a massive staircase. So they're all grand staircases in Castle Ravenloft, but it travels north and then to the east. You're disconnected on mine, Mark, if you want to try again.
Right, let's have a look.
And there's a
What
door
about
to the
Barry?
south as
Are we
well
gonna
that you
try and
haven't
get
been
Barry
through,
back?
and there's also a third north door just there.
Dave, would that magic mace still be in the ruined chapel? You know, the one that Adam wanted to steal and we wouldn't let him?
Right, think about that question, Mark. Am I just going to give you that information for free?
Well, I will just pass it around. I don't know if anyone would even benefit, but there was a magic mace that we found in the castle, which we didn't take because we'd been told not to. It might not be of any use to anyone. I can't remember what it did. It wasn't pluses to hit and damage. It did something else. But I can't remember what it was. It was magic, though.
It's Strahd.
Can I check the door to the east?
Yeah, of course you can.
I'm just on black screen, Dave. I don't know if you can
Yeah, 1 second, Mark.
turn me into a chicken or some other form of poultry. Possibly. Yeah, I'm back.
So you've got a small porch which leads to a circular staircase going up.
We got anything that passes for a tank? Brungrik, you look tanky.
I can be. Thank you.
Are we going in?
Just check this door to the south first. Then.
To the south,
back.
buddy. Yeah, sure. Okay, go for it. That should be open for you.
Oh no!
No, I can't see anything. There we go.
Oh, I can see something now.
Okay, what you have there is 2 large wooden No, they don't. Yeah, so you've got a curtain in front of you. Let me just put you inside. So you've got a small enclosure with a curtain all the way across.
There we peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, yeah. This is the bit. So two large wooden thrones rest on this balcony. Behind the thrones hang the red velvet curtains that you can now see. The ceiling here is 10 feet high. What you can see below, I'll reveal it to you in a second. So dark, slow shapes thrust out of the still brackish water that fills this 50-foot square room, the ceiling of which is festooned with hanging chains that look like thick black web strands. The balcony that you're currently on, set on the north, overlooks the room and has two large thrones with a red velvet curtain. Let me just remind myself what you can and can't see from that elevation. Yeah, it should be fine. So if I now remove this curtain, you should be able to see a lot more. So that's the balcony. And then from the balcony, if I remove that as well, you can see this brackish water. So if I take you all the way to the end.
Oh.
So you can see that the water itself does move to the east.
Your familiar's still near Barry, isn't it, Mark? You could bring him round, see if that.
Yeah,
links up.
yeah, can do that.
Yeah. You've been spending too much time with
Bowser.
Jake.
Boy,
Mate, it's official.
I'd like to say it's a prize accent, but it would be a major lie.
So let's take Valkyn to there. There we go. So Azrael manages to fly all the way around and return back to you, revealing a little bit more of the floor plan. So you know that you've got this water here. You know that you had the black gentleman captive in that enclosure there.
The underground cell. I don't think we should leave him. I think if he's in Strahd's dungeon, he might not like Strahd, and the fact that he's in there and alive suggests he might be able to pull his weight possibly if he wants to have a go at Strahd.
I've read too many Emperor's Children books recently to know that doesn't mean anything. Somebody tied up in a dungeon means they might like it.
Yeah, fair enough. He just loves it. Can't get enough of it.
Because they're weirdos.
Like those fellas that like getting kicked in the nuts. I mean, come on. What is going on there?
Testicular torsion, Mark.
Yeah. Don't want none of that. Don't want that, please. My mate Raz drove his motorbike into the back of a parked car while he was ogling a bird. And no word of a lie, his petrol tank had the imprints of his testicles on it. And he had to have an operation. Because one of them had been fully flushed back in. Oh, so funny. Sorry, anyway.
How big is the drop down to the water, Dave? From the balcony.
Well, I
Thank
actually
God
thought someone
you went in that direction.
Is how
Don't,
big
Jake.
are his bollocks?
Thank you, Jake.
Imagine they were quite swollen.
So the balcony is the balcony to the north stands 7 feet above the water's surface. So it's the balcony to the north stands 7 feet above the water's surface and 10 feet above the floor. So it's 3 feet deep water.
So 3, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
but it's basically a negligible drop.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah.
You're not going to break your ankles going in it, put it that way.
But yeah, that's what I was
not
more
with a 3
concerned
feet
about.
drop, no.
I don't know. He's a dwarf. It's quite a significant drop for him.
Is it? I think I did this last time and discovered it would be.
No, that was the other room. It was 7 foot. Was it in the other one?
Yeah, because he's 4'10".
Yeah, the water was deeper than Brungrik.
It's 2 Brungriks deep.
That is the new depth monitor.
Mhm.
How many
How many
Brungriks?
Brungriks?
And I know you say like the water's flowing. Is it just like a gentle flow, or is it like there's some force to it? Is it going to really affect our ability to maneuver?
No, not at all. Not at all.
But there is a bit of movement to the water.
Yeah, there's a bit of movement, almost as if, it's certainly, it's not rising or lowering. It's just sort of a constant sway, gentle lap.
Almost as if what, Dave? You're about to say something. Almost as if what?
Well, then I'll let it go. I advise you to do the same.
Anyone got a light spell or anything we could
So suspicious.
get a better view?
Well, I've got a sun sword that emits sunlight.
That'll do it. Can we see? Because I strongly reckon there might be bad things in the water. Might be worth having a little, a little look.
Having a little gander.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, go on, Jake.
I take it it's just a bit of a drop down there now.
Yeah, it's negligible drop with. Yeah.
Can I? If I hide the if does the sun sword will the sun sword only stay ignited if it's in my hand? Well, I've worked that out by now.
Yes, and yes.
Okay. If you want something, I can cast light on a rock or something, Jake. If that's what you're after, something to fish with.
It was more just in terms of I could put it around my whip and.
Oh God!
I'll get my lash out. I'll put this on the end.
That's a ridiculous range. What's your reach? That's 15 feet reach for. No, Jake, I'm not.
Oh man, I don't like these kind of dungeon master moves. This discipline.
I'm tired.
This
I'm
no
tired.
can do attitude. Who are you and what have you done with Dave? No, but I guess Damian would walk to the edge and kind of just waft the sword around just to see if anything kind of reacts to the light.
Well, nothing that reacts to the light, but you can see that the dark shapes in the water are racks, Iron Maidens, stocks, and other instruments of torture. You can see skeletons of their last victims lie within them, their jaws seemingly frozen open in silent screams.
Lovely.
Is it running water? Or is it stagnant?
It's moving,
slight
but
movement, wasn't
gently. Yeah. Almost as if.
There's nothing.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
There's nothing stopping us tying a rope
Almost
off
as
there.
if.
Almost
Can
as
I
if
have a
I'm trying
perception
to.
check?
Sure. Almost as if I'm trying to wind up Andy Johnson. Technology's
That was dog shit. It was a 10.
Yeah. So there's other than, I mean, you can tell that it's almost as if there's sort of surface movement. So perhaps the surface, the brackish nature of this water, the surface scum is sort of moving to and fro. On the bottom, there's a lot of silt that seems to have settled. as you flash your sunsword over, but other than that, you can't make out anything else.
I'll get Azrael to have a look because he gets advantage on monkey trousers.
Okay, let's roll to see if you can see any monkey trousers specifically, Mark.
Yeah, and specifically, I'm looking for trousers of the monkey.
What a pair of trousers!
Indeed. Oh God, what have I clicked on? Wrong.
Can I go up to the edge, Dave, while Mark's looking for monkey trousers?
Are you going to look for the monkeys?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the 16 plus his get his little stat block. Perception plus 3, so that would be 16, 19.
19, yeah. Nothing obvious.
Right. No one's passed my passive yet.
Can I put my palm of my hand with my sword and just drip loads of blood into the water and see if that attracts anything?
Okay. Yeah. So no, your blood drips in. Go on then, Luke, because I like that. It's something different. What I will give you is from the silt. Underneath the silt, zombies start to rise up. Six zombies, and they start to move to your position, as if they've sensed the blood.
There are monsters in the water.
Who'd have thunk?
Thought it.
Let's have a look. Let me have a look. Yeah, so at this point then, what we'll do is we will roll initiative.
It's the best move Barwolf up a bit, because I was...
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. Can we have Azrael sort of flying above as well, Mark, if that's all right?
Yeah.
Because what I'm assuming that Azrael, if I can take him, he would have been flying around. So I'm going to nick him and put him there.
Okay, mate, that's fine. Well, I don't know what I've done with myself. I can't find myself.
There you go. You're in the mix. Now, is everyone there?
Back yourself.
Yep. Was Van Richten coming with you guys? Apparently he was, wasn't he? Yeah.
He was. You can tell us if there's anything that they take particular more damage from.
Okay, so Barwolf, as Barwolf's done his thing and drops his blood in, you've seen these zombies animate from the silt, indistinguishable until the blood dropped in the water. But Damian's the first to react. So as it stands, they've just stood up and they've looked towards the blood, and they're now sort of sniffing hungrily, and they see you all on the balcony.
I will shoot the one that's nearest me with a crossbow.
Okay, go for it.
For a 13.
That does hit a zombie.
Lovely. That's 13 points of piercing damage.
Cracky. Okay. Anything else?
I don't actually think I can do anything else because it's got the loading property on it.
Yeah.
What I might do is just have a cheeky little step back.
Run away. Okay. Sam, Brungrik's turn.
And the same zombie roll me a dex saving throw, please.
Oh,
Can, of course.
no, I can fuck off.
And it's. Can you imagine if a zombie said that? 16.
That's a fail.
Rob Zombie would.
You would.
Yeah.
It's
Not
14
a
points of
Yorkshire
radiant
accent, though.
Damage.
14 points of radiant damage. Okay, these are sturdy zombies. It's let me just double.
I was going to say.
Check. Yeah. Yeah. Anything else?
Now stand my ground.
Stand my ground. Okay. Zombie F is going to move. Oh, me, what's his 5, 10, 20. As they sort of lurch through the water. That one's just going to move as far as there as we go to Unrichten's turn. As we go to Van Richten's turn. You know what I'm going to do for now? I'm going to skip Van Richten's turn. I'll be back to him in a minute. So, Lewis, you can have your turn because I wasn't quite prepared for Van Richten's turn.
Okay, so let's go.
Hold on.
I'll have a shot at Strahd zombies.
Sure.
I can sort my computer out. $22.
22 hits.
8.
Okay.
Cowardly me again.
No, I'll have another shot at the same one.
Oh, excuse me.
20.
Yeah.
Mark.
What? Two
What?
ones for damage.
Ooh.
How annoying. 16.
Yeah, so 8 and 8, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's still 2 arrows sort of sticking out of his forehead, but he's still moving towards you.
Can we flame it so they kind of go Madonna in it?
Why not? I mean, we are taking away from the Strahdness of it. Yeah, you know what? So 5, 10, 15, and
If
that
it
one's
hit him
going
in the head, you'd think more damage, wouldn't you then?
You would. Well, they're zombies, and you've not destroyed the brain. So that one starts climbing. So he's going to be at the top next turn, which takes us to B. Where are you? There. 5, 10, 15, 20. Well, that's 25. So he's going to dash. I had this conversation about dashing zombies, not before, but you know what? We'll go with it. So Mark, Akxikas' turn.
Right. How many zombies is there? 3.
6.
Excuse me. I can only see. One's right over there. There's some right over there. Right, okay. So initial zombie here.
Yeah, he's climbing.
I am going. Yeah, I'm going to go. Excuse me. Oh, somebody's lodged in the wrong hole there, so to speak. Missus.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Right. Can I remember? Oh, this happens every time. Zombies do take damage from necrotic, don't they? Or do they?
Yes.
I don't think I need to.
You've
I don't think I
fought
need to
enough
wait.
To.
I don't think I need to waste a spell slot. You know, I'm just going to.
What's that? Have you had a look on top of your bookmark bookshelf?
I haven't.
Ask the children. Haven't they? Sorry.
Oh.
What were you doing, Mark?
I'm not going to waste a spell slot at this. We're probably not going to get a long rest before Strahd, so Eldritch Blast, first beam at that one.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, hits.
14 damage.
Okay. Bear with. How does that one die?
Black bolt straight through the fod, head fall apart, splatty goodness.
Nice.
Second shot is going to be at. I can't. It won't do me thingy now. It won't do me little. What's going on? Ignore all of that, mate.
Will do.
Here we go. What I was trying to do is just
Something
that.
I'm reasonably proficient at. Yeah.
So this is my actual roll.
Okay.
23
Gotcha. Yeah.
with 10 damage.
Okay. Not quite enough. Anything else?
I'll just step back a bit.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Johnson.
Right. Right. So I'll move my feet up to the edge. And I think the D hasn't taken its turn yet.
D,
Right.
C, or A.
That's a very tactical statement from you, Mr. Johnson. I'm impressed.
It's not taken its turn yet.
No, D, C, or A haven't taken their turn.
E, C, or A. I'll go for D.
Okay.
With a crossbow bolt.
Yep.
So roll it with advantage. I'll do my assassinate feat.
Ooh, come on, mate. This could be big.
So Mr. Roll. 24 to hit.
24, easy hit.
As well. The bonus action. I ignore the reload enter with my beats, I think.
No.
If you got crossbow expert.
Yeah, you haven't got that.
Enter. That's my turn.
Okay. Takes us to zombie D, so that's the one that's just had a go. So 40 C 5 10 15. So what I'm going to do is with a dash action, that one manages to get to the balcony, and then that gives us a 5 10 5, and that one similarly manages to get on the balcony, just that side. That takes us to Damian's turn, but if you'll allow me to pause for a second, we've had a remote control emergency, so I shall be back
I'll go
in 2 minutes.
Pacify the black pudding. I'll be back.
Oh, I love black pudding.
I do like black pudding. It is a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Never known it to require pacifying, though.
No. Yeah, I like black pudding in rolls, like really warm rolls with egg on it.
So, I always think black pudding pairs extremely well with bacon and sausage. I feel like all three of them together is just a thing of pure wonder. Pacify some black pudding.
Haven't got anything planned for his birthday next month. Oh, but it is
Not
his
that I'm
birthday,
aware
isn't it?
of. I'd have to have a conversation with him.
Oh,
Is it a big birthday?
Not really. He's 34. I was obviously
40 in
thinking,
March.
you'll get.
You what?
Mm.
Are you 40 in March, did you say?
40 in March, yeah.
I always thought you were younger than me, Andy.
I wouldn't have said you were 40.
39.
How
yeah,
old are you, Lou?
not 40.
35.
I'd say at the oldest, I'd have put you the same age as me and Lou.
Yeah, well, still pretty of a fucking 18-year-old, but no.
So
Yeah,
risky.
no.
Yeah, because I really want to go back to that rub smokehouse again. I've itching a bit to go again.
Well, we were going to
Yeah.
do it for someone's birthday, weren't we?
Yeah. Well, we don't need much of an excuse, do we? Well, it'd be good to go back, David.
Oh. Yeah. Oh.
What have you done with your Pokemon card, Mark?
It's on my coffee table. Yep, it's still in its little case.
Your random hoe card.
Yeah. Oh, did anyone see? There's some girl. She looks like she's hideous to look at as well. All looks like she's made of porcelain with all the plastic surgery. She allegedly, if you go on her OnlyFans, which I'm not going to, allegedly she shagged over 1,000 men in 12 hours.
Yeah.
About Bonnie Blue.
Oh, really?
She's had it removed, hasn't she? Like they've took it off OnlyFans.
That thing?
Got the
Mm.
Oh,
footage
you'd
of
be
it.
fucking devoed, wouldn't you?
Yeah, apparently, it's. I can't remember what they were saying about it. I saw something on Facebook about it. I don't know whether it's like. Yeah.
It'd be like a wizard casting a level 10 fireball.
Yeah. Underpants a go-go. Yeah. There's no need for any of it.
Do you know what's even worse though? It's like people queued. Imagine being like the 1,000th.
Yeah, yeah, it wouldn't be good. You know.
Trying to open a cheese sandwich.
Oh,
Cheese sandwich.
I bet they all stood there like they did with the old Sainsbury's deli counter.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the
2
full
slices
rules
of
of
beef,
it.
please.
Oh, I can't remember what comedian I was watching, but they were talking about You'll have heard the phrase "big dick energy." He's giving off big dick energy. And the guy was saying, "He says that's how would you like it, women, if we were saying, well, look at her, she's giving off some baggy fanny jibes, fanny vibes, yeah, not
The
good."
door's just open, Mark, on its own and then shut
Yeah,
itself.
now it's the tushy tat. It's here.
Oh, that's like how strange.
Yeah, it's the little hairy one. The fat hairy one's asleep. That's what he does mainly. But he must be 15 nearly, I think. He's not doing too bad.
That's right.
Yeah, he tends to just sleep and shout at me. Well, that's what I get. It's like, okay, that means I've got to go and lay on the bed so he can headbutt me. He's such a knob. Has everyone kept their character's legacy in this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have anyway. I've kept all my characters. I've not updated any of my characters. I think because I designed them that way to start with. I don't want to go through the faff of redesigning them.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I would say though, if you've got fighter classes, the weapon masteries are great. I mean, they are great.
I've changed mine on Dragonlance now to be like 2024 rules, and it does hit harder. I can't wait for the monster manual to come out.
Oh, well, we can access it, I should say.
Yeah, but I think they're releasing the actual hard copy, aren't they?
Yeah.
I was disturbed to discover I wasn't in it. I thought it was outrageous.
You can see it on D&D Beyond though, because of Dave.
Has Dave bought it now?
Well, I assume so, because I've been looking at it.
I like breaking wind, I think.
I've got a good idea for a character, Sam, for your campaign. It's going to be like a pure shield build.
Yeah. Did you look?
And I mean, pure shield. His weapon is his shield.
Yeah. Have you looked at? I mean, I've not looked really, mate. So if you found a class that would work, do we need to custom build a shield?
I'm going to have to multi-class. I think.
Okay.
Get its full up and running, but there's ways and means behind. I was going to do like a bit of a almost like he can't swat. He has to use a shield, but he can use magic if that makes sense. And he can't use other weapons. So his main goal is to protect. I've got an idea in my head, and I need to build it.
Okay.
I just thought it'd be really quirky.
No worries. I mean, if you are literally going to be hitting stuff with a shield, if we have to custom design an item, weapon,
a spike shield.
It'd be like a shield bash, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Or we just go, right, you're going to be doing 1d6, 1d8 bludgeoning damage, find the corresponding weapon, and you can just click that, can't you?
Yeah.
For your rolls,
It could have a buckler as well that you could throw like some sort of mad loony and it come back to you.
Well, it is the kind of gimmick that I was going to go for was that he's going to be very good with his shield and is there to protect everybody, but he needs other people to fight for him, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That was the kind of logic behind I was going for. I mean, at some point he'll be able to cast spells and stuff, but as he's starting,
that'd be good.
Oh, yeah, looking forward to that. Would be interesting.
Sorry about that, gents.
Meanwhile,
that's
not
all
Doom.
The what? Sorry. The what?
Dungeon of Doom.
I said, meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Yeah. So, are we all right to carry on then? I know it was me that just. Yeah. Jake's Damian's turn.
So Damian is going to pull his whip out.
He's got his lash out again.
And he's going to crack this one in the face over here. Or attempt to
I'll get my lash out and crack one off.
That's the 16 to hit.
16 hits.
for 13 points of damage.
Okay, how does that one die?
I think because it's the blood whip, he just pulls it out, cracks him in the head with the claws, and the claws just pull out what's left of his brain.
Nice.
He's
well,
then
not,
gonna
but it's cool. It's not
forward.
bad, but it's cool.
Just to make sure. Yep, lovely. And then I'm gonna make another attack with the blood whip.
Okay.
For 20 to hit, dirty 20.
And your damage.
For 10 points of damage.
Got it. Anything else?
And Damian's going to do a little bit of dancing back.
Okay, that was from melee range of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 10. It was 10 feet.
Okay, righto.
Because he's using the blood whip.
Yeah. Okay. Brungrik's turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to rinse and repeat against Zombie A. So if it can roll me a dex saving throw, please.
Sure. 1.
Immediate double pass. You pass
Just a
so
fail,
hard
I
it
think,
counts as
isn't
a fail.
Yeah.
There's no benefits. It's 10 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to save everything for the final fight.
Yeah. We're going to be really, really boring, aren't we? Because it's
Fine.
like not using anything.
Terrible TV at the minute.
Yeah.
Well, it is anyway. So that one's going to crawl up and attack Barwolf with. So it's claws to hit Barwolf. 9 to hit. 19 to hit.
I'm going to use my reaction blood curse, the eyeless.
Okay.
Take a 1d6 for attack.
Okie dokie. You rolling the d6, yeah.
5.
Yeah, you only need to roll a 1, don't you? But he is going to try and bite you as you use your curse, but the bite is only a 7 to hit, so that's his turn.
Bonus action, point and laugh.
So Van Richten's going to step forwards, and he is going to attack with his sword cane. Oh dear!
Right.
First attack is a 7, which misses. The second attack, however, is a 21, which is going to be 2 points of damage plus 16 points of damage to that zombie. There you go, Sam. NPC's done something. Barwolf's turn.
Give me some fish, lad.
On what?
Oh dear.
This is 19 on my foot. That was really weird. Okay. I'll have another go then. 17.
17 hits, yeah.
14.
Is exactly what he was on. How does he die?
Oh, he kind of swings around and the zombie kind of crouches out of the way, but as he does it, he quickly flips the hilt around and does that and knocks him off the edge.
Yeah, nice. He falls back into the water. Zombie B is now going to climb up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put him there, but he's going to attack Valkyn. First claw to attack Valkyn is going to be a 6. Second claw is going to be a 20. Okay. That's only going to be 2 points of damage, though. But as he hits with his claw, he tries to bite you. That's going to be an 11 to hit. So that misses. Takes us to Akxikas.
Right, sure. We've got. There's only 2 still up?
3.
3.
3. Where's the other one?
One in front of me, one in the water, one to the right of Valkyn.
I see him, right. Okay, so zombie B's on full by the looks of it. Right then, I am going to be boring, I apologise. I'm going to go for same again. Hamster food, little pellets. Oh God, ignore that. That's the damage if I hit.
No, that was to hit, Mark.
Did I roll to hit?
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
So you've hit twice, so you can roll two lots of damage if you wish.
Right, I talk here. That's 13 from one and 15 from the other.
18. 28. 18.
28, and that one's still standing.
Yeah. Only just.
Better
You
than it ever was.
virtually blasted it to pieces, but not quite. Anything else from Akxikas?
Yeah, balls to it. I'll spend a sorcery point. I wasn't going to do anything, but I'll spend one sorcery point in it. To oh God, what's it called? Makes it into a bonus action. What the quicken spells. Oh no, it's 2 sorcery points. Bollocks. Oh, I will not do that then. I'll be done.
Okay,
I thought it was only 1.
Your turn, Andy.
I will attack zombie A.
Okay.
Just with my dagger +1.
Yeah.
17 to hit.
Oh yeah, baby.
$28.
Okay, 8 damage. Anything else?
Finish it off with a short sword attack.
18 hits.
18.
5 damage. You do indeed finish it off. How does it die?
He's just going to stab it in the eye socket with his dagger, and then with his short sword holding a dagger, just going to slice the head off.
Okay, so that zombie's going to take his almost exact position and attack Valkyn. First claw is going to be 18.
Hits.
Yeah. 3 points of damage. Second claw is going to be 5. Which takes his bite is an 8. So 2 misses. That takes us to Damian with 1 zombie left, 2 zombies left standing.
Damian's gonna drop in behind here. He's gonna take a crack at the one that's got a reasonable pool of health.
Okay.
For 24.
24 hits.
Deal 13 points of damage. And just gonna crack it again. For 29.
Yeah.
For 15 points of damage.
That's another dead zombie.
Way.
He's just gonna like crack down and then whip it back up and literally split it in half.
Nice. Yeah, as it falls apart. Innard spilling out. Anything else from you?
How fucked is the other one looking?
He's a really ropey. That's the one that Akxikas hit twice. He's got 2 massive arcane blasts through his torso, barely holding together.
I'm gonna bonus unarmed strike him.
Okay, go for it.
That's a dirty 20.
That's him going down. Sorry.
For 9 points of damage.
Okay, how with your unarmed strike would you like to kill him?
So he's done these 2 cracks with the whip, struck the other one down, and then he's just going to turn around and straight up like jab this zombie in the face. And as he punches it in the face, the force pushes the brain out the back of his head.
Nice.
As he falls back limp.
Excellent. Okay, so that's all movement now. Settled in this room as everything goes quiet again. What's next then, gentlemen?
Shall we hop in the water?
I think we tie a rope and then climb down.
Sure. I'm assuming
so we can get back up easier.
It's 3 foot tall.
Yeah,
it's a 10-foot drop.
Oh,
he's only a babby, isn't he? He's only big.
I thought you were going to say, because when Dave was like, "Oh, it's only like 3 feet."
No,
is that just the water?
Drop. Yeah, the water's 3 foot deep, and there's a 7-foot drop to the top of the water.
Barwolf going to lunge over the balcony into the water.
Yes,
a good job. Someone was listening, isn't it?
Yeah. You managed to find something in the room that you can secure, and so Barwolf, as you hit the deck, it is slippy underfoot, but Barwolf being Barwolf, you managed to land pretty successful. In fact, roll acrobatics, don't roll a 1, and then you can
14.
There you go.
Otherwise, you get a gob full of that guts of water.
Yeah. But you could see most of the movement of the water is now perfectly still. You suspect it was minute movements from these zombies that was causing the surface water to move. But you can see all the way down the corridor. To the north it leads into cell blocks. And in fact, I think the nature of the so where you are now, this this is from the perspective of if you were coming from the other end of the corridor where the stairs lead down. So I'll just read this out. The stairs descend into black still water that fills an arched hallway before you. The water surface is like dark mirrored glass, disturbed only occasionally by the thwick of a drop falling from the ceiling. 20 feet overhead, arched doorways lead downwards from each side of the hallway. In each arched doorway, an iron door stands closed and partially submerged. You hear a weak cry of help from beyond. The door. Yeah, where do you want to go?
Wherever we decide, I'll send the owl to investigate before we go.
We were going to go chat to Dr. Fellner guy.
Fellow.
Aye.
Okay.
We'll head up there, but I'll send the owl just to sweep it, see if he spots any badness. Then we'll go.
The way.
I'll stay at the top of the stairs.
Okay, fine.
Sorry, I'm too short.
The sun sword back out.
Perception. It'll be this -2, Dave, because I'm rolling my perception, but he gets advantage. So whatever this is -2, natural 20 -2, 23.
And what's that for, Mark? Sorry, I was.
Well, just sent the owl to fly around before any of us go. into the tunnel, and that was his perception check.
Ah. Oh, okay. I'm with you. 70. Sorry, I've got a lot of things to look over this part.
You open the door, you see Barry. What the fuck are you doing in there, Barry?
Save me, Barry.
Top of the morning to you.
Is that off Misfits? Barry!
Save me, Barry.
He's gone. Barry's dead.
You panty sniffer.
I haven't seen that for ages. I can't remember. I can't believe you remember all that.
Amazing. I've locked in this head.
Got arrested for eating a bag of pick and mix. If a bear or a shark had a fight, who would win?
Shark.
Depends where
Unless
it is.
it was on land.
But yeah,
It's literally the bear.
are we having a
Also depends on the type of shark versus the type of bear.
True.
very
Because
many in there?
a panda is actually a type of bear, and they're properly rubbish.
Yeah, sorry. So these iron doors open reasonably easily. In fact, Azrael was able to open that one. This one is slightly ajar anyway to the south, and they appear to be dungeon doors or cell doors. If I just take Brungrik for a second up to there, so you can see Barry is still trapped inside this one, and you're aware of the fact that this this prisoner in the top right corner is sort of leaning on the bars. So your perception, Mark, you also see in this cell here,
Yes.
at the bottom of the cell is what appears to be a short sword. For saying it's covered in silt, as you think that your recent fight has somehow disturbed the water slightly, but it seems to be entirely intact and not diminished by age, rust, or anything. This
if it's in the
sword.
water, that's who uses short sword. Who wants what? Who wants that? Because it's no good to me.
Oh, should we investigate?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the point. That is a very valid point. So, no, there's no danger, so I'll go up into the cell with Barry, and if anyone can wait 10 minutes, I can, or 11 minutes, is it? I can ID it.
Why don't you stand with me in the corridor doing ritualized identify while the guys talk to the chap?
That's what we'll do. Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
I thought it sounded like you were going to ID Barry then for a second.
Buddy, stuck on the weather channel.
So as light emerges from this room, this chap, sort of a swarthy looking black gentleman, emaciated, straight away looks towards you, and he goes straight up to the bars, and he'll be saying, "Hi, who are you? Let me out. Who are you? Let me out."
Why should we let you out from this place? You're obviously here for a reason.
Well, you're clearly not with Strahd. By the looks of you, you're here to fight him.
It's going to purloin Patagonia really quickly.
You know nothing of our ambitions.
Well, are you with him or against him?
it's clear that we're not fond of him.
Well, I myself am against him. You let me out, I may be of service to you. I can fight.
For what reason do you have to be against Strahd?
Well, he's clearly imprisoned me. I've been here for some time. And he turned
How
my
are we
own
not to
kind
know
against
this is not
me.
one of his other tricks?
Yeah, you've got me there.
What is your name?
My name's Emil.
Why has Strahd imprisoned you down here?
It's a long story. The short version is I didn't agree with his methods and he took the side of someone else and they took over my role as leader.
So you didn't agree with Strahd's methods, so you were previously in conjunction with it?
No, conjunction is a strong word. The pack that I ran with had a disagreement, and I was rejected as their leader. The new leader formed a pact with the devil himself, and ever since then I've been locked up. I can help you. I can fight.
So
that all rings true.
So you're a lycanthrope?
I am, yeah.
What's he tied up with, Dave?
He's not tied up. He's just sort of loose in the cell.
Dave, can you force my screen? I've had to disconnect and reconnect.
Yeah, okay.
So on my.
That story. That story is what we were told by the werewolves way back when. That the guy that whoever it was, the leader was that you killed Lou had
Rousers, his name was,
because he was supported by Strahd.
Oh yeah, when I tried to take over the werewolves.
So here, the story he's telling us is right, true, assuming he is that person.
Would I be able to smell it on him, Dave?
Yeah. As soon as you enter the room, you can. There's no doubt in your mind that he's werewolf.
Would I hear this conversation from outside?
Yeah. You can be involved, mate. You can be involved. You don't.
The water's too deep, Dave. Can I roll an insight check into what he said then?
Yeah, sure.
That's a dirty 20.
I've read the water before.
you with a dirty 20, you know that he's telling the truth. You'd suspected that anyway. Dirty 20. I'll tell you what.
Thought you were going with Mexican dwarf there, Lewis, rather than Scottish.
Okay, you suspect he's not entirely telling you the truth when it comes to. He sounds like he wants to fight, but you're not entirely sure how far you can trust him to stay the course.
Okay. So if things were looking bad, he'd probably do a runner sort of scenario.
Dirty 20. Yeah, that's what I'll give you.
So he would. Brungrik would tell Damian this, because Damian is the non-trusting member of the party.
So he's not to be trusted.
Well, he is to be trusted to a point. He's not going to attack us, is the point.
I think
Yeah,
he's a
but if
werewolf, isn't he, at the end of the day? So he wants like hierarchy, doesn't he? So that kind of pack mentality, would he run off? Hang on, would he? Would he be willing to accept a branding that so he wouldn't run away if scared? So we can trust him. But I'm trying to deceive him. Because my brand where I can mark people.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing that on him, but almost trying to deceive him that if we're happy for him to join us and fight, but if he breaks that kind of contract, he'll die because of this branding. But I'm trying to deceive him. It's going to do fuck all to him, basically.
Okay. Yeah. No, I like that. So that would be roll your deception, then I'll roll an insights wisdom, isn't it?
Alex.
7.
Oh,
yeah.
dear.
No, so how we can style this pretty straightforward, because I was thinking this anyway. He will say, "No, I'm a creature of the wild. Nothing brands me. That's as bad as this cage."
Okay.
Let me out, I can fight. Otherwise, you're going to leave me to rot in here.
Well, has he not rotted already? I mean, he's been, shoulder deep in water for God knows how long.
Bit
And
trench foot.
flesh. Well, yeah. Say the least.
Better than being shoulder deep in some things.
What are we going to do then? Just break him out and... I dare to say it.
I feel Valkyn makes a valid point there.
Is there a way to open the cell he's in?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, given enough time. If you give Valkyn enough time, he'd be able to pick the lock reasonably easily, unless you have any arcane means of doing it.
I can pick the lock if everybody's in agreement.
Yeah, go for it.
What about Barry, though, Johnson? We need to get Barry out.
We do need to get Barry out.
Get him out
In
first.
fact,
His priority.
I'm gonna get Barry out first.
Barry is out. Barry
it's the
1.
same pig he used to be. Barry
Why is he Barry
2.
1?
But
That
now
would
he's
suggest there is a
absorbed
Barry
water,
2.
so
That's
he's
just
3
probably-
times the size.
Yeah, you can pick that. I mean, it's a normally would require a dexterity check, but you're not under stress here. It won't take you long to actually pick it, so I'm quite happy for you to do it. You do. I mean, amongst the other cells, there are sort of knickknacks that you could sort of see here and there. But you would, yeah. So you've seen the short sword inside, so you're going to have to open the cell to get inside. But you can see sort of knickknacks in all of the cells, things on the floor, things that might be worth looking through. And similarly,
Magic, anyone? I know I'm outside. I'll shut up.
No, that's all right, Mark. And similarly on the south side.
Did Akxikas say he was identifying the sword? Is it not in the room?
Well, you've not managed to retrieve it, yeah, but.
Well, I'll attempt to retrieve it because No, I can use a short sword.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's a magic sword, or it's well worth it to wait for you.
yeah. So you do pick the lock of that bottom corner one, and as you reach out for this short sword, it does start to glow.
I was doing identify on it in the what's it, wasn't I? I thought I was out. That's why I was outside. I thought I was identifying it right now while
How
that was happening.
Yeah, but how did you get it?
I assumed I'd gone round, followed the owl round, and I was stood outside. I didn't go in the room.
Yeah, no, it's in a cell, Mark. It needed. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, we could do that afterwards then.
Hold up, because that's. What we'll say, you can identify it. So it is a short sword. It's a +1 short sword, but it has sentience to it as well. So it has hearing, normal vision. It communicates by transmitting emotion to the creature wielding it, and its purpose is to fight evil. It continually sheds bright light, 15 feet radius, and then 15 feet dim light after that.
That sounds all right. Who wanted it? Somebody piped up, didn't they? They say that'd be good. Magic sword.
When you say bright light, is it sunlight or is it?
No, it is. Light? It is bright light. But it's continual. There's no way to shut it off.
Yeah, put it in a scabbard.
You can also, when you're attuned to the weapon, the sword's wielder can cast Crusader's Mantle. Which I can tell you what that does.
That sounds like a paladin spell.
Excuse me. So holy power. Crusader's Mantle. Let's do the 2024 version. So you radiate a magical aura 30 feet. While in the aura, you and your allies deal an additional 1d4 radiant damage while hitting with a weapon or unarmed strike.
Ooh.
But you have to...
Sorry, Dave.
Say again, sorry.
Who needs a magic weapon?
Could you do that description again, please, Dave?
So you radiate a magical aura 30 feet. And anyone in that aura, including you, deals an extra 1d4 radiant damage when hitting with a weapon or unarmed strike.
It's a 3rd level spell. A 3rd level paladin spell.
Okay.
That sounds all right to me.
Just having the weapon for that alone will be handy in the final fight.
Yeah. I'm right.
Is it an action to use the Crusader's
Mantle? Yeah.
Has it got charges, or is it a once per day thing? Or
once per day.
Oh, we have somebody who can use it, haven't we? Was it you, Andy?
Yeah. I mean, my only 2nd level paladin.
You'll still be able to use the spell because it's
into
the weapon.
Yeah, I'm assuming a non-paladin could cast it if it was being wielded by, say, a fighter or something. Would that be right, Dave? From my identifier spell? Yeah. So you've got absolutely no problem with it, Andy. Go for it.
I'll grab it then.
It makes sense for more of us to have radiant weapons because I've got the sun sword. So the more radiant damage we can do, the better.
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called a Crusader's Short Sword.
Get in. That's a wicked little weapon.
Yeah. Well, it's +1 as well, so that means you can use that as your 1d6 instead of your 1d4 for your main hand now. you've been fighting with your +1 dagger the whole campaign, and you've finally got something that's slightly better now.
Can't see it in
Can't the dagger go in the offhand?
Let me see if I can put it in for you. I thought, yeah, I thought we might struggle. I'm sure I can add it. When it decides to do its thing. Oh, did you see there's a free adventure on D&D Beyond? If anyone was interested.
No.
Yeah, they've released.
Has the new monster manual been released, Dave?
Yeah. Well, it's early access. Add to equipment. Right, there you go. So you'll need to refresh your character sheet, mate, but it's Crusader's short sword. It's in your inventory. You will need to attune to it. To enact its properties.
It'll be worth doing that at some point in the non too distant future, before the end.
But while you're searching around, you do see coinage in other cells, and you can also see. I mean, there's all kinds of things in here. Clinging to the bars of this otherwise empty cell is a rotting corpse of a male half-elf dressed in leather armor. There's shackled to the back wall of the cell is an emaciated figure in blue robes, spindly arms. Each cell has got sort of a different feature. Let's deal with Emil first then, because he's sort of, as you're cogitating and thinking about what you want to do, he sort of finished saying to you, "Are you just going to let me rot in here?" Or are you going to release me?
I thought we were letting him go.
Yeah, I thought we were.
Oh, sorry, did I miss that?
Lock, weren't they?
Sorry. That was
So it was you, Sam, wasn't it? Wasn't it you, Sam? You can pick the lock.
No, I'm a cleric.
Valkyn was on about doing it.
Right, okay, beg pardon. Okay,
Still
yeah,
trying
so
to
you
figure out how you refresh your character sheet.
just refresh your browser.
Yeah, I did that. I still can't find them.
F5.
He's got one of them Mac things.
Yeah. Still not turning up for me, the Crusaders.
It's a green
Short
item.
sword.
Should be there.
No.
Yeah, I can equip it for you and all sorts, which I won't do just yet. So he will say, "I'll be more of use to you if I can have I can have a sword." He spots the Crusader's sword, and Valkyn, you take your short sword out, and he'll say, "Can I have one of them?"
You can have my old short sword.
Yeah, okay. So he takes it, flourishes it, tests its weight, looks like he knows what he's about, and he'll just say, "Right, have you got any? What's the plan? Where are we going?"
I'd chuck him some rations, I think, just be courteous to him.
Yeah, nice one, Luke. I was thinking, shall I say, have you got any food? But yeah.
Are we checking the rest of the cells in case there's handy in there?
I said there was coins in there, so I might as well at least steal.
Yeah, I mean, in one cell, there's sort of 3,000 electrum pieces scattered all over the floor, which you can scoop up if you wish.
Defo.
In one, there's 300 platinum pieces. Stamped onto
them up as well. Who's the record keeper?
Jake, because he's got the bag of holding.
Bag of holding.
How many platinum pieces is it?
300.
300 platinum.
They have. That's the first time that you've seen platinum pieces with Strahd's image on them. But they are in there. There's
how much was what? So
300 platinum pieces. 3,000 electrum pieces.
That's 1,500 gold. Yeah, that's not bad.
We're rich.
Go retire.
You see, there's a sheathed short sword, 2 belt pouches. So Emil will take this long sword instead. There's 1 pouch containing 5 gemstones, and you approximate each gemstone is 50 gold pieces each.
So about 250 gold.
Yeah. And
While
another one.
All this is going on, Dave, and we're out to attune to the short sword.
Yeah,
It takes a minute.
It'll take about an hour to do that.
A minute on my thing.
That's
You have to be good aligned.
Lawful good aligned to. You're not lawful good. Right, excuse me, I'm going to blow my nose.
Definitely not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I didn't really see that before. It was becoming spastic. Oh. It's a cat. Says Long Johnson.
So the other pouch, other than the gems, has got a potion in it, which is a potion of heroism.
Well, that sounds like a Paladin thing again.
You know what?
Heroism.
What is it? Priapism? It's like, what?
That's called Viagra.
Yeah.
Potion of the boner.
As
Fight the Strahd with my pork sword. Hoorah!
As what I'm going to say is, as you open, it actually wouldn't be Valkyn because you're attuning. But as you open this one, however, this ooze substance drops down from the ceiling.
Oh shit!
Yep. Let's roll initiative.
Tell it to leave us alone. I'm just outside, I think. It's me. It's the owl who's inside, you see.
Has it rolled anything for me? Because it's just got me marked up as initiative, but nothing actually rolled.
He got you down as 21, but it's not added it. Let me stick it on, mate.
Oh.
Check me out with me not last. Oh,
you're not last, Mark. Hold on.
No, I'm not last.
It's between Damian and Valkyn, so it kind of makes sense that Valkyn goes first with the ooze, but I'll leave it up to you, gentlemen, to argue with that.
Come on, squeeze the ooze.
Okay. So as you're
what
picking,
happens to the tuning now? Is it just put on hold, or is it?
That's a point, actually. Yeah. No, we'll say you were picking them up. You've already you can attune to it, mate. I'm just too tired. You can. I mean, because it's really attuning is kind of a short rest as well, so you can have a natter with Emil while all this is happening, and so what we'll say is after this fight, you can have a short rest and then attune. So attune after this, if that's all right, Andy. So we won't use it. We won't use it this fight. You can still wield it as a +1 sword, but you can't use the Crusader Strike.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude.
Go on then, go for it. What do you want to do?
Where the grey ooze is at the minute?
It's just dropped
behind the cell door.
Yeah. So if we say you were picking the door here, it's just dropped as the door swings open. It's dropped onto the floor or onto the water.
Well, I guess I'll stick to my shitty dagger.
Okay.
Whenever you said ooze, it reminds me of that Power Rangers movie in 1997 with that purple ooze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Purple ooze.
Purple ooze.
Yeah, the proper Power Rangers.
Yeah, the real Rangers.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That was after my time. I've been watching the old Godzilla cartoons from the 70s on YouTube. It's got the first 2 series for free. It's ace. Except Godzuki. He's really annoying.
And Godzuki.
Yeah.
18 hits, mate.
Up from the depths, 30 stories high.
Oh, I need to roll that with.
Yeah.
Assassinate. With do that. Yeah. The too late to apply the crit.
No, that's fine, mate. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Just roll again.
Just roll a d4. Would apply what you need for your +1 dagger damage. So it's 8, 9. And then your sneak attack crit.
Oh. What's that from again?
Fireman Sam, Scouse.
Scouse Fireman Sam. Yeah.
Oof.
That's heft.
Yeah. So Johnson's killed my toy in 1 hit. Is what's happened. Thanks for rolling initiative, though, gentlemen. So let's have a look. What else? So in other cells, there's another cell with 2,100 electrum pieces.
To the bag with you.
So it all
That's
takes time.
5,000 altogether.
Yeah, 5,100.
So who's going to have that potion of heroism?
Not me.
What does it actually do?
10
I think it
temporary
makes
hit
you
points
heroic.
and bless. For about a minute, I think it was.
Lasts for an
It
hour.
gives you the
Oh, apologies.
10 temporary hit points, lasts for an hour.
The same duration you are under the effect of bless with no concentration required.
and bless actually lets you add a d4 to things, doesn't it?
Yep.
To your attack rolls and saves. Again, that's final battle potion.
I mean, in my opinion, it might be worth throwing it at Barwolf. If you can add an extra d4 to your dice rolls, just for metagaming purposes, it gives you a bit more usability of your sharpshooter.
That's big knock off. About -10.
Yeah, would be my thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't want that. I didn't want that one to get forgotten about because that's actually quite handy.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to be guided by what other people think might be helpful.
My money was on either yourself, Lewis, or Andy. You guys, really.
Well then, are we agreed? Is everyone happy with that plan?
I'm happy with that.
Well.
Is it the blue one, Dave?
Yeah, it is rare.
Yeah.
Yeah. Potion of heroism, yeah.
Cool.
So we'll have your short rest then. We'll say you managed to. Shall we reconvene in the
Underpantsatorium.
Yeah, that's what that's now called.
Yeah, the
Thanks,
monkey
Mark.
trousers were, weren't they?
Yeah.
No, he failed
Is
failed
anything in the,
failed to
is
find them.
anything in the southern room?
Oh,
Yeah, some of that, some of what I've read out to you was in the southern room.
Oh, okay.
I've revealed them for you. There wasn't much else happening, and I'm very, very tired. It's going to be one of those poor sessions from your Dungeon Master today. Emil is still hanging around. He's keeping himself to himself very much.
So we've potentially got a couple of options then. So do we look at going back up this set of stairs and seeing where that takes us, or do we try and use the stones into the fire and see what that does for us?
The only problem is, if you throw a stone in the fire and it literally teleports you from doing that, are we moving people out of the castle and we don't want to be doing that?
I mean, it's a possibility.
Only we had a familiar that we could send instead.
Yeah, but what's the range that you can
it'll be 100 feet.
familiar? Yeah.
But the other thing is we don't know that if we cast the stone in the fire, if it doesn't send us all there.
Do you honestly want to be traveling to the Amber Temple or something right now?
No, but I think we've got a good feeling as to which one might be the Amber Temple and which one might be which.
Sausages.
And I guess the other one that's quite important is the yellow one might take us straight directly to Strahd's tomb, so we avoid the booby traps.
Booby. I like boobies.
Lewis, stop spending time with Mark.
There's a film for free on Amazon at the minute, which I thought would be absolutely awful, and it was surprisingly quite amusing, called Giant Killer Ants. It was billed as Tremors meet Spinal Tap, and there's this cheesy glam metal band that accidentally unleashed giant ants upon themselves. It's quite amusing, and Sydney Sweeney's in it as an airhead teenager in a bikini, so it's worth it for that.
I really didn't know where this was going.
Yeah. Well, there's a song in it which was actually the band are called Sonic Grave. And the song is actually on YouTube. There's a video for it. It's called Side Boob, and it is pretty funny.
I'm going to listen to that now.
So shall we, has anybody got any thoughts or preferences about what actions we take next? I do think there's possibly part of this, what's the name, that'll take us around the castle rather than causing us... I mean, I guess like it's just trying to work the riddle out as to what it means for everything. But to me, part of the, where it's like on top of the mount, on top of the top of the tower.
One thing. Did you guys discover a sort of ruined chapel when you've been in the castle?
Yeah, we found some weird mace in there.
You did. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
That's the thing I was going to say. If you haven't found them,
we've got a totem as well.
And there was a deliberately posed body in there, which made me feel like Strahd was trying to play with us.
You wouldn't have been able to take the mace last time, though, would you?
Why?
Strahd. Well, it was in my reality. Strahd said, if we take anything out of the castle, that's not ours, really bad things had happened. So we didn't take anything.
Oh no, we've got it.
We've not seen
This is the only time we've been here.
Though. We went for dinner.
We didn't.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice, to be honest.
You mean you consorted with the devil?
We didn't feel we had any choice.
There's always a choice.
And plus, it gave us a chance to scope this place out.
But this is the first. So you've been here before,
In this very crypt, yeah.
and
This
you
is
chose
where
not to mention that earlier.
I haven't been to this place. Only in the main bit. So I haven't been here. This actual bit where we are now. I haven't been there.
Where else in the castle have you been?
God. The dining room, the ruined chapel, the guest quarters. Yeah, he just taunted us throughout, pointing out horrible things that he'd done to us, and grinning all the way through it. So, yeah, it wasn't the best. We did as we were told. That's when we found that we would be the end of him, no matter what. At some stage, we're going to be the end of him. Yeah, he's an arse candle. But I don't know if the mace is of any use to anyone. Took it before.
Oh, we've got it.
It was magical. You've got it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think the only challenges we face is we've picked up another artifact from that room as well. Did you ever visit any of Strahd's other quarters?
No, we were quite tightly. We got to explore the crypt because I asked nicely. It's where I found this staff. I'll show you the staff of power. Apart from down here, we were ferried around quite a lot. It was when we brought the eye, which was my eye, from the house to the castle. Yeah, it's got some really, really unpleasant place.
You bought the eye here?
Yeah.
See, we were tasked with doing that, but we avoided it. Wow.
Yeah, we tried to convince Strahd. We tried to grass up the hags, pitch on the hags, and say they were trying to do stuff behind Strahd's back, and he just laughed at us and said that he was obviously aware. Just didn't care.
Well, there was a member of our party that destroyed that eye, and the hags came and wrought vengeance upon him.
Oh dear. Yeah,
it wasn't a pretty sight.
I suffered the worst physically. I had my eye gouged out by Agatha, but our druid got dream snuggled by them a lot.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah. It was real bad. It was hard to listen to, and it wasn't even happening.
Can we stop talking about this now?
Yeah. Yeah, we went back with Mordenkainen and kicked all manner of living crap out of them.
Oh, we massacred them.
Yeah, it was very gratifying. There was much rejoicing. Like that time when we had to eat Sir Robin's minstrel.
Or does that sound like a horrendous euphemism?
You'll never know.
Good. I never want to know.
Depends.
No. No depends. So, in terms of, so you have been here before. You know more about this place, and
I can take you to the guest quarters and to the dining room. They're the places we were allowed to be.
Okay. I guess Damian's just going to look to the rest of the group and see what their thoughts are.
Anything to get out of this shitty crypt?
Do we know what's round the corner outside the cell block? There's the
Up the
stairs.
stairs. You do not. No, it sort of circles round into complete and utter darkness.
Is it time to go Strahd hunting then? You reckon?
Possibly. Just
If you want to throw a stone into the fire to see what happens, Jake, throw a stone into the fire to see what happens. But just be
I'm down
logical
with it.
about the one that you throw.
Yeah,
So
the one that sounds like somewhere we want to go.
Yeah, don't be teleporting us halfway across the map. It takes us weeks to get back here.
That'd be rubbish.
orange to the castle's peak, red if lore is what you seek, green to where the coffins hide, indigo to the master's bride, blue to ancient magic's womb, yellow to the master's tomb. I think we go orange.
Orange sounds good to me.
What does everyone think? The castle's peak it's got to be the peak of Castle Ravenloft.
That's what I reckon. It'll be. Do we want to go straight to Strahd?
Yes, we do.
It depends if he's actually in there, though. He might not be.
It might have gone for a poo or anything. Apparently, it takes Master Vampires ages to wipe their bombs for some reason. No one knows why. So if we catch him when he's gone to coil one down, we should have plenty of time to come up with some sort of ambush.
I think he'll be in his tomb because of our card reading.
Yeah.
Damian's going to pick up the orange stone and throw it into the fire.
Nice.
So as it hits the fire, two things happen at the same time. The white flames that weren't producing any heat turn orange, and the sand in the hourglass starts to fall at quite a rapid rate. You guess that you've got approximately 30 seconds to decide what to do. What do you want to do?
30 seconds to decide what to do.
Yeah, the flame has turned orange. The hourglass sand has started to move.
So when portals appeared or anything?
Nope.
There's nowhere to go through or step into or anything.
But step into the fire, I presume. Does it give enough heat, Dave?
No.
Balls to it. I've got fire resistance. I'm going in.
Okay. So Akxikas, as he reaches out, disappears, vanishes. You've got 10 seconds left to decide whether you're going with him or not.
Damian's going to do the same then.
Brungrik grabs.
Oh, looks like we're all going then, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Piling on down.
Which is where we'll start the next session.
Fantastic little yeah. I would have got some of that thing with the doodah on it.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah. And I've got away with that. Oh no, we didn't take it. Did we take a short rest?
Yes, you did have a short rest.
In which case, I'll have to remember it. I'll expend my 2 second level packed slots, so I can basically spend
I know what
2
you're doing,
sorcery points. Yeah, you know what I'm doing. So I've got 2 extra first level spell slots that I don't appear to have.
Will, as